Now, the Deputy Director of the National Disaster Management Unit, Pius Masai, is asking those who suspect that their relatives could have been involved in the accident to report to the Traffic Department at the Naivasha police station. He says most of the bodies were burned beyond recognition and would require DNA testing to establish the identities of the victims. This comes as motorists are advised to use the Mai Mahiu route as the scene of the accident is being cleared. The public has also been asked to steer clear of the scene of the accident.
Over 40 people are reported to have died and scores of others seriously injured following a multiple road accident along the Nairobi-Nakuru highway. The accident left over 10 vehicles on fire. It occurred at Raini Center, 10 kilometers from Naivasha town, and paralyzed traffic along the busy highway. A lorry carrying petroleum goods from Mombasa to Kampala in Uganda rammed into the vehicles before bursting into flames.
Tumekuja all the way from Subukia hadi hapa Naivasha. Now I was driving the vehicle, my own. And ndipo tumefika hapa, mimi nikaona sauti iko kwa mlima juu. Kuangalia nimeona moto kama imekuja kwetu. Nimejaribu kufungua my map. I tried to open my mouth, my wife. Actually, nimekuwa hard. Now I don't know where are they. Can you help me? Where can I get them?
And I want to say that we have received several bodies. We are still receiving them, and we will continue working to make sure that the victims and the survivors, we're able to cater for them. We're able to dispatch ambulances to come and rescue victims, and we're able to mobilize some health workers because the health staff that are in our hospitals are still not very many.
Tens of motorists heading to Nairobi were caught up in the Saturday evening incident, with majority of them burnt beyond recognition. Among those who were killed were 5 GSU officers after the car they were traveling in was hit by the lorry before it burst into flames. Security personnel moved in to contain the situation and recover the firearms that the security officers were carrying. The road was rendered impassable as firefighters from Naivasha sub-county moved in to contain the fire. Speaking at the scene, Nakuru County Health Chief Officer Dr. Samuel Mwaura said that all the injured had been transferred to the Kenyatta National Hospital for specialized treatment. The busy highway is notorious for deadly accidents. On 31st January in 2009, over 111 people were killed and 200 others seriously injured in Sachangwan on the same road after a petroleum tanker overturned. And local people had gathered to collect the leaking fuel when a fire ignited. The overturned tanker caught fire and exploded after hundreds of people rushed to collect the oil gushing onto the road. Early reports suggested a cigarette was to blame for the deadly inferno, but officials of the then Rift Valley province said it may have been sparked deliberately as a ruthless act of frustration by those who wanted their share of the oil. On the morning of 12th September 2011, as many as 120 other people were burned to death when a pipeline burst into flames in Nairobi's Mukuru Sinai slums as the residents were siphoning fuel from it. More than 100 others were admitted to hospital with serious injuries. Ellen Wanjiru, KTN News.